Can William Bonac do the impossible? Can he go on to win the Mr. Olympia event after last year placing 6th? Few people would suggest that he could, but now, after he took the big win at the Boston Pro and a debatable second place at the Arnold Classic, it seems he's back in the game. But to win the Olympia, you would have to defeat Big Ramy. And before we begin this comparison, let's take a look at the history between William Bonac and Big Ramy at the Olympia event to see if William Bonac actually did defeat Big Ramy a time or two. The first time they met was in 2014, of course, on this stage. Big Ramy, it was his second Olympia, so the judges knew who he was. He placed 7th, a pretty good placing. Bonac, in my opinion, was overlooked. They put him way down in 15th place, unfortunately. But hey, it's your debut. The following year, Bonac was definitely not overlooked. He went from placing 15th to 8th. He got himself a fair placing this year and inched his way towards Big Ramy. But by this time, Big Ramy was rubbing elbows with the big wigs. He got himself a 5th place finish, so he didn't even have to qualify for the following year. And in that year, 2016, Bonac placed right next to Big Ramy. He took the 5th place finish, and Ramy did defeat him. But man, oh man, it was close. Ramy placed 4th. So Bonac was nipping at his heels. And the following year, it was the same deal. Bonac placed 3rd this time. So, he was doing better. But so was Big Ramy. Probably his best version. Big Ramy, he placed 2nd. So, much like the previous year, Bonac, 2 years in a row, nipping at the heels of one Big Ramy. And in 2018, it happened. It happened. And you know what? It could happen again. Big Ramy, he did not come in 100% at all. And a guy like William Bonac can capitalize. Not only did he get a victory over Big Ramy, but he also defeated a very good Brandon Curry, who, food for thought, also got a victory over Big Ramy. Ramy got 6th here, and Bonac took 4th, with Curry in 5th. Following year, of course, there was no Big Ramy, and 2020 and 2021, Big Ramy, of course, did get the victory over William Bonac. But this is the here, this is the now. William Bonac has improved. Can he conquer over the latest version of Big Ramy? Keep in mind, guys, there's no guarantee that Big Ramy is going to come in this condition. Hey, he could come in better, but there is a possibility he could drop the ball like in 2018. But without further ado, guys, let's go through these 8 mandatory shots. Beginning, of course, with the front double bicep pose, in which case Big Ramy does look a whole lot better. Now, the conditioning looks pretty similar. Look at the wheels. Big Ramy has a lot of oil, it looks like. He's shiny, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything about conditioning. Wheel for wheel, I like Bonac because of the balance. You see the calves on this man? Sizes up very good against Big Ramy as far as that's concerned. This is not the best picture of William Bonac. It's a good, clear shot, but here's what I mean. Boom, superset man. This here is from the lineup, and it's a little bit blurry, hard to see conditioning, but look at the silhouette compared to the other one. I mean, look at that V-taper. Is he beating Big Ramy? As a whole, no. Big Ramy's arms and his V-taper and his upper body is just too much. He's lacking calves, that's just about it. But you could see from that front shot, condition was pretty close. Go to the front lat spread. Now, this one here, William Bonac was never the best shot for him before, but I think it's rapidly becoming one of his most dangerous. And when it's close in the upper body, muscle separation is silhouette, Big Ramy still has it, but muscle separation conditioning, close. Now, when you look at the wheels, when it's close in the upper body, William Bonac could take Big Ramy, guys. Have a look at another one here. This is from the lineup. And like I said, guys, those clearer shots, I think they were from when he was doing his routine. And when they do their routine, they're focused on the routine. They're not, boom, striking those poses like here in this front lat spread. Bonac looks outstanding. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. Turn to the side, and Bonac, much like that front lat spread, he has been meaning business in this side chest development. Wow. Ramy, of course, great big barrel chest, things of that nature, but look at the arms. It's boys against men. And if you had any thoughts about the other side chest shot from the lineup, there's Bonac here, and his midsection does look better here. Like I said, guys, when they do their routines, it's not going to be the best of the pitchers. Arm, guys. Look at the arm difference here. Bonac is conditioned. Wow. I'm sure a lot of you guys shaking your head thinking there's no way Bonac can take out Big Ramy, but I'm telling you right now, guys, look at this. This shot here, he is a conqueror. A lot of people praise the side wheels of your Big Ramy, Mam de El Spae. But look at Bonac. Throws that calf out there a la Dorian Yates. And I gotta tell you, he's kind of taking this one. Keep in mind, a much smaller man, but the arm size, compared to the scale of his physique, he does have a bigger arm than Ramy. Ramy does not look too bad, though. Like I said, guys, I'm rooting for the underdog a little bit, but gotta be unbiased. Go to the first of the two back shots. And like I said, guys, it sounds like I'm making excuses for Bonac, but I'm not. He's just not striking this pose to the best of his abilities. And it was actually the only rear lat spread pitcher that I could find. They weren't hitting it. Go through NPC News Online. All the comparison pictures, they were not showing the pictures of the rear lat spread. They were hitting it. You could see in the video. But I mean, this here is from the Arnold Classic, which was from last week. So it's probably going to be close to the same thing. Might even be better at the Olympia. And he is much more pleasing to the eye. Keep in mind, Ramy looks shiny. He looks like he's covered in oil. But get past that and look at the close, deep tissue conditioning. Looks like Bonac could take Big Ramy from the back. And Olympias are won from the back, guys. Go to the next back shot. And the rear double buys, you could see them from the lineups, as you can see from this picture here. Not the clearest, doesn't show conditioning the best. But there was no up close and personal pictures of William Bonac from the NPC News Online. But anyway, guys, they do a great job on putting those pictures out. So I praise that site. Very up to date, not only with the pictures, but they show all the placings from all these events as well. Big Ramy, he just does not have the lat insertions of a William Bonac. And like I said, these pictures can't tell conditioning, but go have a look at the rear lat spread from the Arnold Classic in particular. And obviously, if Bonac brings that condition, he looks like he will match Ramy in that aspect. And as far as muscle for muscle, he's got him beat, in my opinion. Now, the abs and thigh may be another story. And this is, a true testament to William Bonac. He gave a speech after he won that Boston Pro. Very heartfelt. Bring the old pain waters, make them flow. The salt springs, so to speak. You get a bit emotional hearing Bonac talk after he won that Boston Pro. He was that close to quitting, and he mentioned his thick midsection. I mean, kudos. He also mentioned his gyno. Imagine going up there like a Phil Heath mentioning his bubble gut, things of that nature. He wouldn't do it, his ego. See, William Bonac, I like this guy. And because of that, I'm going to give him the abs and thigh. No, I'm just joking. I'm sure Ramy would defeat William Bonac, but you can't be mad at him. He has the striations in the quad. It's a genetic thing. His midsection's thicker than most. And speaking of most, the most muscular. And it's a huge frame, huge wide clavicle for Big Ramy, and a very narrow one for William Bonac. But look at muscle qualities, baby, please. The pecs, from the pecs to the arms, the biceps. Wow, look at those biceps. Triceps as well, and the delt difference. And when it comes to the wheels, guys, condition for condition, it looks like Big Ramy's better, but that's, I think, all that oil. Look at the oil all over him. And Bonac has the calves, the almighty calves. You can even see that from the front. Of course, here in 2022, I don't think they look at the calves anymore. So very close in the most muscular. Keep in mind, Ramy is massive. He's as big as a house. But I still say quality for quality, muscle for muscle. Bonac is the clear winner in a lot of these shots. And if you add it all up, he could very well get a victory over Big Ramy. So am I saying that he's going to win the Olympia? Let's not misconstrue the situation, guys. Big Ramy is a 2-time Mr. Olympia champion. It's going to take a far superior package. And I think he can do it. I think he has the steam under his belt now, or whatever you would have you. He's got some more confidence now, Bonac. If he does bring a better package, I apologize. A little bit excited over this. The prospect, William Bonac. And if Big Ramy, if he drops that ball, guys, it's an open window. And after that controversial matchup between Bonac and Curry, the judges are definitely going to have to take a long, hard look at Bonac. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys. Should be an exciting Olympia this year. And subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.